What's up, guys? It's Josh back with SobrietyWoD. As always, if it's your first time, welcome. If it's not your first time, then welcome back. Today's lesson, we're talking about, the title of it is side effects. And the thought that I was having about that is, side effects is something that we hear about with regard to like medications. It's something that as former substance abuse addicts, alcoholics, it's something that we're probably pretty familiar with. And the idea of side effects is basically all the stuff that comes along with taking that product. So some of them are not that big a deal, right? Like some of them might be like dry mouth. If you take this medicine, your mouth might get dry. Not a big deal. Some of them are a little bit more irritating, so there might be a medication with a side effect of weight gain or something like that. That's a little bit more annoying. And some of the side effects, though, are pretty drastic. Things like suicidal thoughts come along with some of these substances. So that's just some examples of side effects with regard to like medication. But the idea of side effects, you may have also heard the term unintended consequences. It's kind of the same thing. And basically everything that we do, every decision that we make, there's that thing that we intended, there's the effect that we were trying to produce, but then there's the unintended consequences, there's the side effects, there's the other stuff that comes along with it. And we've talked about intentions before, and it kind of goes along with that. But a lot of my life, I really had good intentions. Like I had a good heart, but I didn't think things through, and I didn't see how my behavior was actually kind of fighting against my intentions, Thought I was a good guy, thought I loved people, cared about people and stuff like that, but didn't realize that the actions that I chose based on self were things that actually made people's lives more difficult, made problems for people. And so one of the things that I'm grateful for in recovery is that because I'm not tied to a substance, because I'm not tied to that thing, I actually have the liberty now to look at my choices, look at my decisions, and at least consider what the side effects of those decisions might be. Considering the side effects, considering the unintended consequences, that's the kind of things that we start to do as we begin to get out of self, as we begin to think about the reality that there's other people in the world. So I just thought it was a neat little thing to think about, what are the side effects of my decisions? And what are the side effects of my actions? And is that something that you're aware of now more so than before? So your discussion for today is, the part that I didn't talk about, but really, when it came to our addiction, so let's make an example, alcohol. Like alcohol, because it got me drunk. When I got drunk, I didn't care about things. I could let my guard down. I wasn't worried all the time. But the side effects of it were getting drunk, getting DUIs, being emotionless in my household, not showing up for things, all those other. And that was my story. Like, I didn't mean to do that. Like I meant to be there, like it was out of my control, and couldn't link my behavior because my intention was just to be okay so that I could go about life. I couldn't link that was causing all of the problems everywhere else. So the discussion is what side effects of your addiction were the things that actually brought you to your knees, were the things that actually ruined you, were the things that actually caused you to seek out recovery. Because it's not the main effect that brings us to our knees, right? I didn't quit drinking because I stopped getting drunk. I quit drinking because of all the shit that I couldn't stop from happening every time I got drunk. Essentially it was side effects or unintended consequences of my actions that brought me to my knees. So your discussion here is just talking about how did the side effects of your using or the side effects of your choices and actions actually help to precipitate your consideration of sobriety. And then we'll be right back with the fitness portion.